Konnichiwa Mina, and after some time away, I am back to the 2017 PFA playoffs as we're now down to the final two games before PFA 2. It is time for the conference championships. Last Sunday was a huge meltdown for Birmingham and Chicago, the top seeds in each conference, where they lost in defensive struggles unbelievably as they screwed up the playoff bracket, as it's now time for the conference championships with the National Conference San Antonio at Manhattan and the Century Conference Pittsburgh at El Paso. And that's our first game as we're getting closer to PFA Bowl 2. We're down to our final four teams, and soon we'll be down to the final two. So we go out to El Paso for the 2017 Century Conference Championship as the Pittsburgh Blitz visit the El Paso Mustangs, as this is the first time these two are ever playing each other. In the rain, too, as Pittsburgh has made it to the Century Conference for the second year in a row, first team to ever do that. Meanwhile, El Paso made it there for the first time ever and are hoping to try and make it to PFA Bowl 2, along with Pittsburgh trying to both make their first ever PFA Bowl appearance. So here we go. Whoever wins this game will face either San Antonio or Manhattan in PFA Bowl 2 out in East Rutherford. So here we go. Pittsburgh Blitz at El Paso Mustangs. So the game is underway as Pittsburgh got the ball off to start the game, and they returned it 18 yards to start off at their 25. On 1st and 10, they went to run it, gained nothing. On 2nd and 10, they went to run it, gained 2 yards. And on 3rd and 8, they went to pass and complete for 7 yards, so 1 yard short. So they punted the ball back to El Paso. Starting at their 20, on 1st and 10, they went to run, gained nothing. On 2nd and 10, they went to run, gained 2 yards. And on 3rd and 8, they went to run it once again, gained 4 yards, so 3 and out for both teams. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who are starting at their 24. On 1st and 10, they went to pass and completed for 7 yards. 2nd 3 went to pass, but incomplete. On 3rd and 3, they went to run it and gained 3 yards in the first down. 1st and 10 went to pass, but incomplete. 2nd 10 went to pass and completed for 46 yards as Pittsburgh got to the El Paso 15. And the next play, El Paso suffered a penalty for having too many men on the field, so it was 1st and 5 at the El Paso 15. So 1st and 5 went to pass, gained 4 yards. On 2nd 1 went to run, gained 2 yards. So 1st and goal at the 9. Pittsburgh went to run it, gained 7 yards, but fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line. El Paso recovered it. Oh my goodness! A blown opportunity for Pittsburgh to get some points, only for El Paso to get the ball right back. So 1st and 10 at their 2, they went to run it and gained 12 yards in the first down. 1st and 10, the El Paso 14, they went to run it, gained 3 yards. 2nd 7 went back to pass, but Charlie Weber sacked James Fabinovidox for 11 yards. So 3rd and 18 at the El Paso 6, went to pass once again, but was sacked too by Larry Pinata, their free safety. So it was 4th and 21 at their 3, so they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who went a shit ton of yards back and started off at the 39. So 1st and 10 went for a run, gained 2 yards. 2nd and 8 went for a run, gained 4 yards. On 3rd and 4 went for run, fell 1 yard short as it got 3 yards. So they punted the ball back to El Paso. 1st and 10, start to 13. Weber sacked Fabinovidox again for 6 yards. And then on 2nd 16 went back to pass, but was sacked once again. James Fabinovidox has been sacked 4 times in this game. Oh my goodness. On 3rd and 20, they went to pass, but was incomplete. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who are starting at midfield almost. 1st and 10 went to run it, gained 2 yards. On 2nd 8, they went to pass, but was incomplete. And on 3rd and 8, they end up having a delay of game penalty, so it was now 3rd and 13. Went back to pass, but was incomplete. So they punted the ball back to El Paso, who started off at their 42. On 1st and 10, threw a pass that went for 55 yards, as El Paso is now at the Pittsburgh 3-yard line, right at the goal line. So 1st and 10, they went to run it, and Allen Davison went into the end zone. Touchdown! And with just 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter, El Paso finally got first blood as they're up 7-0. So Pittsburgh got the ball back, starting at their 22. On 1st and 10, they went to run it, gained 4 yards, and with that, the first quarter was over as El Paso leads Pittsburgh 7-0. So on 2nd 6, went back to pass, but Gerald Putman was intercepted by El Paso, who returned it 2 yards to get him at the Pittsburgh 27. Oh my goodness, the turnovers are killing Pittsburgh right now. On 1st and 10, they went to run it, gained 4 yards. 2nd and 6, they went to pass, but was incomplete. And on 3rd and 6, went back to pass, but Fabinovic was sacked for the 5th time today, lost 7 yards. So it was 4th and 13. They decided to go for the 47-yard pass, and not pass, the field goal, and it was good. It was good, and with that, now with 13:35 remaining in the second quarter, El Paso now leads 10-0. So, yikes, that is not the start Pittsburgh wanted to this game. So they got the ball back, and they started after their 14. On 1st and 10, went to pass and completed for 7 yards. On 2nd 3, went to run it, gained 2 yards. And on 3rd and 1, went to pass and complete for 16 yards. And the first down as they're now at the Pittsburgh 39. 1st and 10, went to pass, completed for 8 yards. On 2nd 2, went to pass but was incomplete. And on 3rd 2, they went to pass again but was incomplete. So they punted the ball back to El Paso, who started off at their 26. 1st and 10, went to pass and completed 11 yards in the first down. 1st and 10, went back to pass, but was sacked again! 6 sacks already, lost 12 yards. And on 2nd 22, went back to pass, but was sacked once again! 7 sacks, and we're still in the second quarter. Oh my God! And on 3rd and 28, they went to pass, but gained just 3 yards. So after that debacle, they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who started off at their 37. 1st and 10, went back to pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10, went to run it, gained 3 yards. On 3rd and 7, they went to pass and complete for the first down as they're near midfield. 1st and 10, went to run it, gained 5 yards. And on 2nd 5, went back to pass, but was intercepted by El Paso once again. Gerald Putman's having a horrible game as El Paso has the ball at midfield with 3 turnovers already. Alright, 1st and 10, went to run it, gained 2 yards. On 2nd 8, went back to pass, but Charlie Weber delivered the 8th sack of James Fabinovic today. Oh my goodness, how is he still playing after all these sacks? So, 3rd and 14, went back to pass, but was incomplete. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, starting off at their 10, thanks to a holding penalty. So it's 1st and 20. They went back to pass and completed 17-yard pass. On 2nd 3, they went to run it and gained 2 yards. So it was 3rd and 1. They decided to go back to pass, but was intercepted by El Paso, who returned it 37 yards for the touchdown. A pick 6. Oh my God. Now El Paso leads 17-0 with just 3:40 remaining in the second quarter as Pittsburgh has gave El Paso 17 points off of turnovers. Oh my God. Goodness God. Pittsburgh's defense is doing all the work and their offense just keep blowing it. So Pittsburgh got the ball back and they returned it 29 yards. It's up at their 35. 1st and 10 went to run it, gained 2 yards. 2nd and 8 went to run it again, gained 2 yards. However, the next play they had an illegal use of hands penalty, so it was now 3rd and 12 where they ran for 2 yards. So they punted the ball back to El Paso, who were starting off at their 14. On 1st and 10 went to pass, incomplete. On 2nd 10, completed for 6 yards. On 3rd and 4, went to run it and gained 8 yards in the first down. So 1st and 10, they went to run it and gained 3 yards. And with that, the first half is over as El Paso has a commanding 17-0 lead on Pittsburgh as we go into halftime. Wow, unbelievable job El Paso's doing so far as they're getting closer to getting the PFA Bowl 2. So they got the ball back and returned it 29 yards, set up at their 36. On 1st and 10, they went to pass and completed for 9 yards. On 2nd 1, they went back to pass, but was sacked once again as James Fabinovic has suffered his 9th sack or something like that in the game. Jesus Christ. So on 3rd and 9, they went to run it, gained 2 yards. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who were starting at their 28. 1st and 10 went to pass, but was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went to run it, gained 8 yards. And on 3rd and 2, they went to run it, but gained nothing. So they punted the ball back to El Paso. 1st and 10 went to run it, gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went to run it, gained no yards. On 3rd and 6, they went to run it and gained just 1 yard. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who on 1st and 10 at their 38 went back to pass, but Putman was sacked as he suffered a 4-yard loss. 2nd 14 went to run it, gained no yards. On 3rd and 14 went to pass, but was incomplete. And then so they punted the ball, but El Paso blocked it. El Paso blocked the punt to set him up at the Pittsburgh 33. Oh my goodness, 4 turnovers off of El Paso Day. My goodness God. So 1st and 10, they went to run it, lost a yard. On 2nd and 11, they went to pass but was incomplete. On 3rd and 11, they went to run it and gained 5 yards. So, it was 4th and 6 at the Pittsburgh 29. They decided to go for the 46-yard field goal, and it was no good! It was no good! And with that, 8:49 remaining, Pittsburgh still down 17-0. Oh my goodness, 4 turnovers in this game now so far for Pittsburgh. So, on the next play, thanks to a Mustangs offsides penalty, it was 1st and 5 at the Pittsburgh 34. They went to pass, but was incomplete. On 2nd and 5, they went to run it and gained 6 yards in the first down. 1st and 10 went to pass, but gained 3 yards. 2nd and 7 went to pass and complete for 6 yards. On 3rd and 1, they went to pass and completed 10 yards in the first down. Wow, they got a lot of trust in Putman. They can still have him throwing all these passes. So, on 1st and 10, at the El Paso 41, they went to pass and gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went to pass and completed 10 yards in the first down as they're now in the El Paso's territory near the red zone. 1st and 10, they went to pass once again, gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went to run it and gained a yard. On 3rd and 5, they went to run it and gained 9 yards in the first down as they're at the El Paso red zone. 1st and 10, they went to pass it, gained 9 yards. On 2nd and 1, they went to pass but was incomplete. Well, actually, it was complete but gained nothing. And on 3rd and 1, they went to run it but was stopped. So it was 4th and 1 at the El Paso 4. They decided to go for the field goal from 21 yards out, and it was good. And with that, Pittsburgh finally got on the board as they're now down 17-6. So with that, El Paso got the ball back, and they started off at their 12. On 1st and 10, they went to run it, gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went to run it, gained 3 yards. On 3rd and 3, they went to run it, gained 4 yards in the first down. On 1st and 10, they went to pass but was incomplete. And with that, the third quarter was over as El Paso still has a commanding lead, 17-6, as we're getting closer to crowning the Century Conference champion. So on 2nd and 10, Fabidovic went back to pass, but Weber got in his face once again for another sack of 6 yards as Fabidovic has been sacked once again. So, on 3rd and 16, went to run it, but gained no yards. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh. On 1st and 10, they went to run it at mid-pass El Paso territory, gained 2 yards. On 2nd and 8, they went to run it, gained 7 yards. On 3rd and 1, they went to pass, but was incomplete. On 3rd and 1, they decided to go for it, take the risk, and not let their defense do the work. And they went to run it and gained 4 yards and converted to 4th down. So Pittsburgh's still in the game. 1st and 10, they went to pass and was run it and got 4 yards. 2nd and 6, they went to pass but was incomplete. On 3rd and 6, went back to pass but was incomplete. So 4th and 6 at the El Paso 30, 47-yard out field goal. They decided to go for it, and it was good. And with that, Pittsburgh has now scored 6 unanswered points as they're down 17-6 with just 11:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. So with that, El Paso got the ball back, started their 20. On 1st and 10, went to pass but was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went to run it and gained 2 yards. And on 3rd and 7, went back to pass. He threw the pass but was intercepted. And Pittsburgh returned it 23 yards to sum up at the El Paso 12. Oh my goodness, Pittsburgh is making the comeback with their defense. Holy shit. So 1st and 10 at the El Paso 12. Frederick Robinson went to run in and gained 12 yards and in the end zone. Touchdown. And Pittsburgh decided to go for the 2-point conversion, which was good. And with that, a stunning turnaround as Pittsburgh's only down 17-14 with just 9:59 remaining. The El Paso crowd is stunned so far with this turnaround. Their offense is being shit on by this incredible defense. They need to stop making all these mistakes. So, El Paso got the ball back, started their 20. On 1st and 10, went back to pass, but Weber was sacked. James Fabidovic for another time in this game, as it was now 2nd 17, went back to pass, but was intercepted by Pittsburgh again. Intercepted by Pittsburgh deep in their territory. Oh my God. El Paso is collapsing offensively in this game so far now. It's an incredible defensive performance they are having. So 1st and 10 at the El Paso 22. Pittsburgh went to pass but was incomplete. 2nd 10, they went to run it but gained nothing. And on 3rd and 10, they went for the long bomb, and it was good! And a touchdown in the end zone! Pittsburgh has taken the lead! Oh my God! It was like 18 points in just the last few minutes! Holy shit! Pittsburgh now leads 21-17 with just 7:54 remaining. Oh my God. Oh my God. 21 unanswered points Pittsburgh had, mainly because their defense, holy shit, their defense is pulling through when they needed it. Wow. So, they punted the ball back to El Paso, who started off at their 20 on 1st and 10 with the pass, but was sacked. Another play, loss of 8 yards. So 2nd 18 at their 12, went back to pass. It was sacked again! Back-to-back sacks! Oh my goodness! And on 3rd and 24 at their 6, went back to pass, but was sacked once again. Almost got a safety for Pittsburgh. 3 back-to-back sacks. Oh my God! Their defense is just swarming now when they needed it. Holy crap! So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who start off at midfield. On 1st and 10, they went to pass, gained 6 yards. On 2nd 4, they went to run it, gained no yards. On 3rd and 4, they went to run it and gained 1 yard. So near midfield, instead of trying to punt it, Pittsburgh's offensive coordinator, or someone, was foolish enough and they decided to go for it on 4th down, and it was intercepted by El Paso, who returned it 4 yards to get them at their 31. El Paso still have some life in this game to make the comeback. On 1st and 10, went to run it, gained 5 yards. On 2nd 5, went to pass and gained 5 yards in the first downs. They're now at the 41. 1st and 10, went to pass but was incomplete. On 2nd 10, they went to run it, gained 4 yards. On 3rd and 6, went back to pass but was sacked once again by Pittsburgh. It's now 4th and 11 at the 40. El Paso needs something right here. They go for it on a pass but was incomplete. It was incomplete as Pittsburgh has the ball with just 2 minutes remaining at the El Paso 40. So they decided to kneel it and burn out the clock. So 1st and 10, they kneeled it, lost 2 yards. On 2nd 12, kneeled it again. And then on 3rd and 11, they kneeled it once again. And they burned out a whole bunch of time. They punted the ball back to El Paso, and it was a touchback. And with that, the game was over. Pittsburgh has done the unthinkable. They beat El Paso 21-17, scoring 21 unanswered points with their offense playing god-awful today, and they are heading on to PFA Bowl 2. Wow, unbelievable. I wanted to show you all the stats here. Pittsburgh's running back, Edward Robinson, 31 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown, as the Pittsburgh defensive end, Charlie Weber, 10 tackles and 5 needed and worthful sacks. And El Paso's linebacker, Albert Corwin, 14 tackles and a forced fumble, as El Paso's other linebacker, Carlos Silverman, had 11 tackles. Pittsburgh got 15 sacks in this game. Oh my God, every single one of them mattered too. All 15 sacks. And how about this? Pittsburgh turned the ball over 5 times in this game, and they still managed to win because the game effectively flipped, where Pittsburgh's offense was shooting themselves in the foot in the first half, and El Paso took immediate advantage of it even when their offense was doing terrible. And then in the second half, Pittsburgh's offense wasn't making as much mistakes, and the defense was shutting down El Paso and forcing their mistakes. Matter of fact, I think almost all the points in this game were because of turnovers. That is unbelievable, as Pittsburgh has won it in one of the most incredible playoff comebacks of all time. And probably, I think, the biggest comeback of all time, down 17 points. And with this incredible comeback, Pittsburgh has done it. They are the 2017 Century Conference champion. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Pittsburgh struggled pretty much the entire first half of the year, but then they turned it around, and despite their offensive troubles with their rookie quarterback Gerald Putman, they went 11-7. They start off as the 4th seed, and they won 3 playoff games, and they are going to PFA Bowl 2. They fell 5 points short last year at Chicago to make it here, and the next year they finally made it. Holy crap. And they are the first team ever from the wild card round to make it to the title game. That is an incredible accomplishment, and they deserve nothing but praise, especially their defense, when their offense gave them such a hole, down 17 points, and almost could have been 20 points. Pittsburgh's defense did everything needed to put their offense in enough of a position to start getting some points and not screwing themselves up. And that is an incredible accomplishment. So congratulations, Pittsburgh Blitz. You are going to PFA Bowl 2. Well, with this wild finish, we now are down one game left. Pittsburgh is going to PFA Bowl 2, but now we got to find out who they're going to be playing, and that's going to be next time, the National Conference Championship, as the San Antonio Longhorns visit the Manhattan Greens, and whoever wins that game will face Pittsburgh in PFA Bowl 2. Oh my god, I can't wait for the next game, as it's going to be the final game before PFA Bowl 2. I can't wait for that. So congratulations, Pittsburgh Blitz, to make it to PFA Bowl 2. But next time out, we got to find out who you're going to be playing, either the San Antonio Longhorns or the Manhattan Greens. So see you guys next time for the 2017 National Conference Championship.